You know what it is? It is in 7 days, so that means that Mass Effect Andromeda just released a new trailer that we pretty much are going to be drooling over for the next 6 months, wondering how the hell can we get this game a lot more faster. And we just got a new trailer. Now, this new trailer was a very interesting thing because we got to see a little bit of new looks to the Pathfinders. We got to see both the brother and the sister. We got to see a little bit more of the new alien races that we're pretty much going to be facing. The aliens, what I really liked was that they kind of looked like a little bit like Krogans, maybe a little bit Torians, and maybe a dash of the Collectors or the Ravagers or whatever you want to call them. It kind of looked like a little bit of all of that in between. I did like the look of this game. The boss fights look like they're going to be insane. One of the boss fights towards the end actually kind of reminded me of, like, if you remember Transformers, Dark of the Moon, there was like this big like slug looking shit, or even in Avengers. That's what that kind of reminded me of, that boss battle. So it looks like it's going to be very, very interesting. One of the lines in the trailers that the Pathfinder actually said, one of the male protagonists, said that we're the aliens, or at least I believe he said we're the aliens. And I believe you can't really, you got to realize what that actually does mean. Because even though on our side of the story, which is the heroes for the most part, we are kind of finding a new home. But then again, we could be the invaders. We could be the aliens. We could be trying to take somebody else's home. So maybe we're essentially the bad guys, depending on what perspective you kind of play. And maybe these aliens are essentially trying to just protect their own, realm or whatever it may be, their own planet. So I think that is kind of interesting to see that we are technically the aliens, depending on which side of the, the planet or the galaxy, whatever you're kind of on. So I thought that was actually kind of cool. You get a shot of Solarians or whatever it may be. That music that does kind of play, it does kind of get your heart kind of racing. This was a very cool thing to see. I think this was a very cool trailer for Mass Effect. I wish we kind of got a little bit more gameplay, but I love the shiny, the armor, whatever it may be. And it seems like, I could be wrong, but it would be cool if we have different types of armor depending on what type of weather it is. And I think they might have said that, but I'm not sure. But I feel like that would actually be kind of cool to see. But obviously this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun just to begin with. And it seems like they actually kind of got a different type of, hopefully they get the default custom characters actually kind of correctly. Because this was actually a pretty good trailer to get me invested for the next few months. But we're probably going to have to wait to December, which is not that long, to actually get something else. But what did you think about this trailer? Did you get excited? Did you not get excited? Were you waiting at the screen like I was? Just waiting for them to kind of like drop the shit? But if you were, then comment, subscribe, and like. Let me know. I'm Chris Smith, and I'm signing out.